I didn't pay for it out of my own pocket, but I was the one that picked it out.
God damn it! I was about to compliment you about wanting us to have the best of the best.
Well, I didn't say I didn't. I just said I didn't pay for it. There's a difference in that.
Yeah, but paying for it would have been a lot more heroic. Instead, it just sounds like
do you really
chose
think
it
that
out
I
of
would
the-
stoop myself down to sitting behind a desk built out of plastic and plywood?
So, desk aside, it looks like we've got quite a show tonight, at least if I've got my notes in order this time.
That we do. Six competitors all looking to prove that they are the best of the best that UFW has to offer. And if you're the best at UFW, then quite frankly, you are the best that SL Pro Wrestling has to offer in general.
I can get behind that.
And speaking of the best of the best, we are the best when it comes to reading pre-show rules and regulations. Well, I guess if you're going to have anyone reading about, you might as well have the best doing it. So anyway, folks, if I could have your attention, please.
Does that mean you'll do it from now on?
No, I think we can trade back and forth. We each bring our own unique perspective to it. So, folks, for the best possible Second Life wrestling experience, please help us keep the lag to a minimum by removing any scripted items you do not need. This includes, but it's not limited to, AOs, HUDs, tummy talkers, scripted naughty bits, RLV devices, head padders, or scripted pets. Remember, folks, a less laggy show is not only better for our competitors, but it's better for you to watch. And please make sure not to send any messages to wrestlers or staff during the show. We will be having a meet and greet in the lobby just behind us after the show, where you can speak to your favourite wrestlers and staff. And here at UFW, we do strive to put on professional events, so please keep that in mind and refrain from inappropriate comments, gestures, and actions. And please refrain from nudities, folks. This is a PG-13 show, so keep those clothes on. And while you're at it, please make sure to respect all UFW talent and your fellow audience members. We're out here trying to put on the best show for you that we can. All that we ask is that you please do not be that person. Don't make us have to super kick you out of the building, because if we have to, we will. And for your safety, and we did mention this a little bit earlier, please make sure to stay on the outside of the barricades. Only show staff and bit too, you could say, dangerous. The action could come over the barricades and right into your laps, folks. And if that does happen, well, do whatever you can to get away, jump, run, whatever it is. But what you must not do is get involved, because we don't want anyone getting hurt. And for the full UFW experience, please make sure to enable media and voice chat in your viewer. We use media for wrestler intros, challenges, off-site events, and more. And we use voice for live commentary and speeches from our wrestlers and staff. But while we do use voice for our shows, we do ask that you please turn off your microphones for the duration of the show. We cannot emphasize that hard enough. Keep those mics off for the durations of the show, folks. Only staff and wrestlers who are part of the show may use their microphones during it. But of course, it doesn't mean you can't interact with what's happening, so feel free to use gestures to whatever's happening in the ring. You can bring your own, or you can even get some free ones from here. Just up on the balcony above our desk, you'll see a sign there that says free fan gestures. Give that a click, you'll get a whole bunch of good stuff. We do ask that you don't use any gestures that are loud or obnoxious. Try not to use any that are inappropriate. And folks, please do not spam gestures. Gestures, they're like a nice slice of pineapple pizza. Yes, it's nice to indulge, but moderation is the key. And if you do find yourself having trouble hearing commentary or wrestler intros, please make sure to turn up your voice and media and turn down sound effects so that you can hear commentary and video over gestures and other sounds. Now I hear you say, Alex, what happens if what do I do if I want to keep up with UFW news and happenings? Well, you're in luck, because you can join our Winworld fan group and our Discord server. You can also follow us on Twitter. All the relevant clicky things are above the desk there. Give those a click, they'll take you to the relevant locations. If you do plan to tweet about tonight's show, though, folks, please make sure to use the hashtag UFW Nightfall when doing so. Ah, but what if you can't make it to a show? Well, no worries, folks, because you can check out our YouTube for live streams and recordings of past shows, and you can watch the show live from there if need be. Again, you'll find a link for it up on the balcony above the desk. And I think that just about covers everything.
I'd say that was some fine rule reading.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I learned from the best at connoisseur of the rule reading over there. Right, we've about 7 minutes till showtime. We got enough. We have plenty of time to get ourselves nice and cozy. If you're hungry for a snack, folks, we do have the concession stands behind us. Get yourself a nice bag of popcorn, maybe a large soda. If you're feeling especially daring, a jumbo hot dog. But if you do plan that last one there, watch out for some of those prices because they can hit harder than some of the hardest hitting competitors that UFW has to offer.
You know what I'm hungry for?
What are you hungry for, Corbin?
Finding out what's going on tonight.
Ah, you're right, you're right. Sometimes you're not hungry for food, sometimes you're hungry for action. And I'm pretty sure that the action is somewhere buried amongst this paperwork. Here
Well,
we go.
while you're digging for that, we could always call out our referee. I'm not sure if this is her first night or not, but it's the first time I've seen Ashlar in the ring.
Well, here's hoping that Miss Ashlar can handle the chaotic action that's going to be happening in that ring tonight, no doubt. Because looking at our first match here, this could be a massive upset or a slaughter, depending on how you're looking at it. Who knows? We have our most recent addition to the roster, Valkyrie Grimsdottir, going up against everyone's favourite young upstart, Kenji Tanaka.
I've been keeping an eye on Valkyrie. She's new, she hits hard, and she's got the power behind her. But Kenji is no slack. He came in a little bit green, but he knows his stuff.
Yeah, Kenji definitely one of our most determined individuals, but Valkyrie, she's proven herself to be hard-hitting, as you said, vicious, and during her debut, she might have soured the opinion of her a little bit. Not only winning her match against our very own Sylvia Nux, but even attacking her after the bell, which maybe if debut got a little bit to her head, who knows? But I wish Kenji the best of luck, because he's going to have his hands full tonight.
He's going to want to keep his awareness up and deal with her size.
And with our second match, we're going to be having UFW's favourite explorer going up against Julia B. Barbosa. What can I say about this? I know we're meant to be unbiased up here on the desk, but I do hope that Elena mistakes Julia's horns for some ancient kind of artifact, an ivory jug or whatever, and she just rips them off of her head.
Well, that's a bit of an extreme opinion, all right.
But if we're going to look at it from more and more professional perspective, Julia, a pretty vicious individual in the ring. She's got that hard-hitting offense, but Elena, she's gone up against bigger, she's gone up against scarier, she's gone up against more vicious. I mean, two names that come immediately to mind are, actually, no, just one name, I guess, would have been Depravity when she was stalking UFW and causing carnage. So I reckon Elena, if she's got her head on straight, can deal with this threat very effectively.
Would think so. More than one large competitor has made the mistake of underestimating Elena.
I seem to remember that encounter between Elena and Depravity not really going Elena's way, though.
Well, maybe tonight the stars will align, and she can handle Julia.
Didn't Depravity make off with Elena after that match?
The first time, yes, but there was a follow-up.
Well, maybe that means that she'll just be more cautious this time, and she's definitely going to have to be, because for all we know, Julia's partner, out of Esther, the other half of the Sirens, might be stalking around the ring during that match. I only hope that the referee has her eyes on those two, because you know they're going to be up to no good if they're both out there.
Always true. Got to keep an eye on that.
But then before our main event, folks, we're also going to be having a word from UFW's favourite cowboy, Dwight Slade. I can only imagine what he's going to be saying tonight.
Yeah, always good to hear from the cowboy. Let's see what he's got.
And then our main event, we're going to be having the fitness wolf herself, Val Kennedy, going up against, well, Sin City's favourite ringtail, Sylvia Nux.
Now, these two are both a lot of fun to watch in the ring. They know their stuff, they move fast, and they don't give any quarter. They are strong competitors, and I honestly couldn't even tell you who I'd expect to come out on top of this one.
Yeah, it should be a good match. I'm looking forward to that one.
Also, in our last few encounters, Val's been a little bit off her game. She's been easily agitated. Granted, her last opponent was Na'vi, and that's quite easy to do. But I do hope she can keep her head on straight, because if not, Sylvia might just knock it off with one of those legendary kicks of hers.
It's going to be one to watch for sure. Val's given up about 30 pounds to Sylvia, but Val's speed is going to make up for that.
We'll just have to wait and see. But before we can get into the action, and I can see him vibrating in his seat, folks, he is eager to tell us about this one. We do have to have a word from our first sponsor. So, Croven, who do you want to talk about?
Over the Edge Wrestling is the English version of a telenovela based on the impact, drama, and action that hits the ring each week. Show times are every Sunday at 10 a.m. Second Life time, so do go check them out. Supporting our partner supports us. Also, thank you to those of you who donate to us directly as well. We appreciate that greatly. You can find the donation boxes in the concession stand and in the lobby. And I believe you will get a Slamoween handheld game if you donate. Something like that, I don't know.
That's a hell of a donation incentive there. Right, yes, of course, folks, remember, supporting us wants to support us. So yes, more to support, please. And speaking of support, folks, how about we hear a little support for tonight's show? Are you excited for UFW Nightfall?
Best you guys can do, come on.
Yeah, come on, what is this? Nightfall World Cup here if you're taking us for a stamp collection. You can do that. Well, it is a unanimous decision. 100% of the UFW crowd are excited for tonight. Oh, I do love democracy.
Sounds like a good place to start.
I know I'm excited. I'm always excited for the action and drama and all of that good stuff.
If Steve's on the ball tonight.
And just as you said that, Corbin, it ticked over to 8 p.m., so it's showtime.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear outweighed the person.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, those watching at home, those in attendance, welcome to another episode of UFW Friday Night Nightfall. Great to hear you're excited. Saves me the trouble of having to ask. My name is Alex Calhera, UFW's #1 meerkat, but it's not just me here tonight, because I'm joined by a duo of delightful delinquents. Introduce yourself to the fine folks, let them know who you are.
Guest commentary for tonight, you're with Andrin Ranger, Danner, and...
Your ring announcer tonight, connoisseur of the punching, Croven.
Very good, very good. A talented crew to bring you all of the action, drama and violence that you've grown to love here at UFW. Now, while we've speculated what could be happening tonight, how about we just get done with the talking and head right on into it? So, Croven, connoisseur of the announcer, lead us into our first match.
Good evening, UFW Nation. How are you all doing tonight? I hope everybody's excited and ready for action, because it's Friday night, and that means it's time for UFW Nightfall! Oh, definitely sounds like everybody's really excited. We've got all the action, all the drama, and all of the gratuitous violence you've come to love from UFW, so let's hear it, make some noise! Definitely sounds like everybody's ready to get this going, and so am I, so let's just get on down to it right here. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Coming up first, from Bjorkurain in Iceland, with a height of 7 foot even, and a weight of 260 pounds. Let's hear it for Valkyrie Greensdottir!
Mixed response from the audience to Valkyrie here.
Well, who can blame them? When she was in her debut, she showed a lot of potential, that power, that viciousness. Some people can get behind that. But on the other side of the fence, a lot of people aren't going to be liking her post-match attitude, and yeah, she's certainly divided the UFW crowd. But of course, you cannot deny the facts. 7 feet tall, 260 pounds of muscle. She is just a mountain of hyena.
Absolutely, she is a powerhouse, and it's going to be very interesting to see how Kenji attacks this challenge.
And her opponent, coming in from Kyoto, Japan, with a height of 6 foot even and a weight of 201 pounds. Let's make some noise for Kenji Tanaka!
Much more positive reaction there for Kenji Tanaka. The crowd here absolutely exploding with positivity.
This young lion is pure positivity, and even though he might look small next to Valkyrie, he's pretty big. He's 6 foot tall, 201 pounds. He is no lightweight.
I was about to comment on that myself. Yeah, he's not a small guy, but yeah, compared to Valkyrie, you're right there. But Kenji, he has proven himself to be, well, very well UFW's definition of determined, because even though he hasn't had the best record yet, he's never let that put him down. He's always come back for more.
Absolutely, and that positivity is what's going to give him the best chance in this match.
Speaking of chances, though, Dan, with your in-ring experience, with your professional eye, what is Kenji going to have to do here tonight to scale this mountain?
He's got to bring her down. He's got to find a limb and work it.
Oh,
Fortunately, Kenji is very technical. I think he'll be able to do it.
Okay, if you can't beat your opponent pound for pound when it comes to power, you gotta fight smart. And Kenji, I reckon he can do it.
We're all the same height when we're down on the mat.
Let's go, Ikuzi.
Let's do this.
Oh, both are being checked, both are ready to go, and there's the bell. How is Kenji gonna tackle this mountain ahead of him? And he's gonna start off with a lockup. And he
Not
pays
best
for it.
open. No.
Yeah, trying to get up. Well, I can see he's thinking, get up close, try to wrestle her for a better position, but that just leaves him right in her grasp.
Really? Trying this again? Pathetic.
Oh, and shoving him down a second time. Kenji might have to change tactics here.
He's not going to meet her in a straight-up lockup.
If he's going to keep trying that, he's got to pick a limit. He's got to pick it fast. Oh,
There you
maybe
go.
striking could be the way to go about it. Throwing those forearms right at that big yin nose.
He's got her right back to the corner. This could be good.
Oh, and he's not done with that face yet, folks. Pounding away in those corners, one after the other. Kenji showing his genius there, making up for a lack of height by standing up on the ropes, getting right up in that face.
Okay, he's pretty pleased with himself there. Let's see if it did enough damage to slow her down.
Off the ropes, coming in full head of steam, and running face first right into those thick leather boots of Valkyrie.
Now you've got my attention. He gave her too much time. She saw him coming.
Well, getting an attention from a lady isn't always the worst thing, but in this scenario, I think Kenji might be regretting it. Oh, and she sends
First
him
into the turnbuckle.
Oh, yeah, bouncing his face right off that turnbuckle and then coming flying in with a corner jumping clothesline.
He's going to be feeling that.
Kenji now with nowhere to go as Valkyrie lifts those knees up right into his gut, right into his solar plexus, driving the air out of him.
Ref's trying to get her out of the corner, give him a little space.
Up to a 4 count before finally backing out there. Valkyrie being smart, but maybe not honourable there. Kenji getting back up, but he does look like he's had the wind knocked out of him.
I'm not sure he even saw her coming there.
Oh my god, a knee to the jaw, and 260 pounds right on top of his chest there with that seated senton.
The ref gave that a 2 count. He's not out yet.
Oh, thank goodness Kenji's a sturdy boy, because if he wasn't, that could have ended real badly for him. Oh, sending him off into the ropes again. But this time Kenji able to get his arms around him, but I think he wishes he didn't now, because Valkyrie sends him over the top rope with a clothesline.
Right down to the mat. He's holding his head. It's not looking good.
But despite the initial burst of offense from Kenji, he's really struggling to mount any kind of defense now.
Valkyrie follows him out, but she's in behind him.
Yeah, things can get a lot more dangerous outside of the ring, folks. There's those thin mats out there don't really offer much in the way of protection.
They do not.
Oh no, she's got a hold of that. Got a handful of hair. And, right into the ring apron. That is a steel bar, folks, covered by a bit of cloth.
And that is completely uncalled for. There was no need to do that. Oh, and she's lining it up again.
Oh, and a second time. It's not pretty, but Valkyrie, she is using every part of the ring that she can.
Ref counts up to 7.
Maybe
and
he
she's
got
going to
a
have to
little
get
lucky,
moving.
and maybe there's a little bit of padding sliding over the edge there in that spot. You never know.
But
I don't think so.
Have you inspected every inch of the ring? Oh God!
I haven't. That's why I said that.
Valkyrie leaving the ring has reset the count.
Yeah, she reset the count specifically just so she could lift him up and snake eyes him right into that barricade. He went face first right into the wood, it looked like.
Do you even like milkshakes?
Up on the apron again. Oh my God, off the apron with a leg drop.
He is going to need to retreat and get his wits about him if he's going to make any progress here.
He's going to need a moment to catch his breath, if anything. She could have crushed his neck with that leg drop.
He's still getting up, though. You got to give him props.
Oh God, right onto the, right over here by the announce desk.
Jeez, he's right up top. I think we should probably move.
Please don't break my table.
Come on, guys, get back in the ring.
Valkyrie, oh my God, what is she planning? If she does what I think she's going to do here, this could end in a disqualification, folks. 5, 2, Alex. And now just mounting him on the table and now pounding him in the face over and over.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. He's taken enough, Valkyrie.
Yeah, I agree. The ref might want to get out here and break this up.
Yes, more of the punching, please.
No more of the punching right now.
Ref count up to 5.
Oh, no, don't do that.
This does not end well.
Do it. And, oh my God, suplexing him off the table onto the ring steps. That can't be legal.
Outside the ring, there's not much the ref can do, but yeah, that's going to hurt like hell.
Yeah, but at some point, the referee has to make a decision, surely.
So far, the ref's count is at 6, so one of them better get up.
Ref's up to a 7, and I really don't know if Kenji can continue after that. His back hit the steps from the table.
And Kenji up again.
Getting him back into the ring at a count of 8, but I think that damage has been done here. I don't really think the match should be continuing at this point.
The only good thing to do here is go for a cover. Anything else is gratuitous.
What do you mean in the back? I didn't hear bell.
Wait a second, Kenji with a small package! And oh my God, that was a long 2 count there. He almost stole the victory from Valkyrie, and I don't think she's happy about that.
Talk about heart of fire.
How many times have I said a match isn't over till the bell rings? How many times?
You have a point there.
Kenji's getting back up here. I don't know if that's a good idea. He might want to stay down. Both of them now off the ropes. And oh my God, he just got annihilated there by that massive spear.
Although sometimes it just delays the inevitable.
Looked like he got hit by a it looked like he got hit by a truck there.
I'm sure it felt like it too.
Oh, and now just putting a foot on his chest for the pin, and yeah, that's it.
That's all.
Didn't see
Yeah.
that work very often.
The audience is not happy about this outcome.
No, the match is over.
And your winner, by pinfall, Valkyrie Grinsdottir!
That was unnecessary.
Throwing him out of the ring like a piece of garbage. And of course, Valkyrie looking incredibly proud of herself. I'm going to make a call here, because if I'd been officiating that match, I would have threatened to disqualify her the moment she took this onto the announce desk. I would have. The match shouldn't have gone on for as long as it did.
You would have had that right, sure, but it is up to the official that is in the ring.
The table was bad enough, but the superplex from the table onto the stairs, that should have been either referee stoppage or disqualification, one of the two.
Speaking of Ashlar, we're going to need you to come fix these stairs while we do our ad read.
Yeah, I think an ad read will make us feel a little bit better after that disrespectful and needlessly brutal display there. Dana, you've got someone you've been wanting to talk about.
That's right, I do. Selling expression animations for those intimate moments, JazzX Fright Maps, and a variety of other products. Visit drowselittlewebsite.com for links and more information.
Very good, very good. And remember, folks, supporting our sponsors supports us. So yes, more to support, please. Well, after that one-sided and needlessly brutal opening match, let's hope our second one can be a little bit more professional. So let's head down to the ring with Croven to get right into that.
That's right, it's time for our second match of the evening. The following contest is a singles match that is scheduled for one fall. Coming up first, from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, with a height of 5'6" and weight of 150 pounds. Let's make some noise for Julia Barbosa.
Well, the crowd here letting their thoughts known about the Brazilian bovine, and quite frankly, I agree with them.
Yeah, there was no hesitation on this one. As soon as that music started up, the crowd knew who was coming out.
She fights dirty, she acts dirty, she is just not someone you would want to represent UFW's most positive fights, let's say.
You are right on that, but she's also got a technical prowess, and she is strong.
Yeah, you can't deny the in-ring ability, annoyingly, but yeah, I'm actually also surprised that she had the courage to come out here by herself. I don't see Alabesta anywhere.
That is interesting.
It could be courage, or it could be overconfidence.
This could swing to Elena's favor.
Oh yeah, not having to have eyes in the back of your head watching out for a gator that could grab you at any moment. That's going to definitely put a bit of ease on the mindset there.
And her opponent. Coming in from Corpus Christi, Texas, with a height of 5'5" and a weight of 130 pounds. Let's hear it for Elena Vincent.
Well, the crowd are certainly livened up and on fire for Elena, but I don't know if I can say the same for her. She's not looking like herself.
That's not her normal outfit. I was going to say that these two are not too far apart in terms of specs and raw talent, but if Elena's head is not in the game, that could be bad.
Never mind just the attire. She looks like she hasn't slept in, like, what, a couple of days.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how that plays out. Maybe once she starts to move and gets the blood flowing.
Well, I hope she can get it flowing real soon, because if she doesn't, Julia's going to take full advantage, and I don't think anyone in UFW wants to see that happen.
I agree with you there. Julia is not known for mercy.
Well, both have been checked and both are clean.
I am so ready.
Yeah.
That didn't sound very,
And this is not a good open. She's already holding her head.
She looks like she's got a headache, yeah, and Julia wasting no time coming right in with a corner splash.
You don't want to be showing weakness in front of Julia. She is not going to offer you any sympathy. She's not going to hold back. She will put you down.
indeed,
Certainly.
indeed. I foresee this one being another one-sided one.
Oh, I certainly hope not, but with those knee strikes, it's starting off that way. Picking up Elena, and oh no, not... Oh, face first into the turnbuckle with that snake eyes.
I mean,
It's
if you're not
a-
at your full game going up against Julia Barbosa, you may as well just lay down and let her pin you.
I'll be honest, I don't disagree with you, Croven.
Oh, and right into a Northern Light suplex. 1, 2, and... Oh, Elena just barely able to get a shoulder up there.
Looks like she's got some fight in her tonight.
I guess the only positive that can come out of this is let's hope that Julia doesn't have to resort to her usual tactics in order to get a win here. But that looks like that overconfidence might be coming into play now.
Alright, they're lining up with each other.
She gave Elena a chance to get up when she could have stayed on the attack. Oh, and it looked like she went for a second corner splash, but Elena this time able to move out of the way.
That's good. Keeping that awareness up will help Elena. Now she just needs to follow up.
Julia missing, going face first into the turnbuckle, and my God, I hope our cameraman got a real good shot of that.
Elena keeping Julia in the corner, going for some face strikes.
Looking to rearrange that face just a little bit more there, one punch at a time. And now she's got the bovines by the, I was about to say figurative horns, but literal horns in this case.
Too close, yes. Dragging her out to the center of the ring.
Get her away from the safety of those ropes, middle of the ring now. Julia's got, gonna have to find a way out of this unless, Elena might be, she might be able to get an advantage here.
Looks like Ashlar's being pretty strict on the ropes.
Oh, and speaking of the ropes, Julia goes off of them. And she comes running right back in and walks right into a clothesline.
There we go. Elena's starting to wake up now.
Not a moment too soon. Throwing in some
Is she
punches now.
waking up, or is she just running on adrenaline and then will crash in about 10 minutes into the match?
Ah, don't be so negative. Come on. There she's going for the pin.
Pinfall attempt here, yep. 1, 2, and just a 2 count. Oh, Crowan, if she has 10 minutes of adrenaline, that might be all she needs to get the job done.
Gonna need to use it full time because Julia's not gonna go down easy.
Oh, lock up again in the middle of the ring there. Elena looking to leverage her technical abilities, but
Oh.
Julia just headbutting her in the face. And then getting her in the face with a trio of knees there.
And hammering right into her thigh now that she's down on the ground. That is going to do some damage.
Yeah, Julia's not done with those knees whatsoever. Oh, getting hold of that leg now, spinning around, spinning toe hold, putting pressure on the foot, pressure on the ankle.
Is not looking happy about that.
And she's got it straight
Honestly,
in
don't
the,
blame her.
right in the middle of the ring though. Elena's got nowhere to go. No, I'm not giving up.
Alright, so she's still got some fight in her. Let's see what she does. If Julia has enough of the toe hold, goes for another strike.
Yeah, dropping all of that body weight across the knee there with that elbow drop.
Elena's going to be limping for a week at this rate.
Julia now off the ropes and right into a big splash. 1, 2, and only good for a 2 count.
Just 2 again. Yeah, so Elena's still in this. She's not out yet. Needs to get some distance and get her head back on.
Yeah, but you know Julia's not going to allow that. She was overconfident earlier and she paid for it. I don't think she's going to make that mistake twice. Right, now she's just... Oh, that's not pretty at all. She's just got hold of Elena's head and now wrenching it to the side, putting pressure on the neck. And driving those forearms into the side of the neck over and over.
It's like Julia's going for the pain route on this one.
Not like Julia's trying to pull Elena's head off, if anything. But
I think
no,
it's a sound
Elena's...
strategy given the state Elena's been in tonight.
Looks like Elena's willing to fight out of it, though.
Yeah, it might have been a sound strategy, but it wasn't enough to keep Elena down. Those elbows to the gut, able to create some space. Now coming off the ropes. Oh, and right into the temple slide.
Oh yeah. Needs to keep up the pressure now. Keep Julia down on the ground.
Oh, and that's not a bad way to do it. Grabbing the bovine by the horns and wrapping those legs around her head with a ground head scissors.
Will turn around is fair play, although that knee's got to be just screaming.
Official asking if Julia wants to give up. The bovine's been stubborn. She's not going to do it, but it looks like that comment about Elena's knee might have come into play there, Dana. Unable to keep the hold locked in, it looks like.
It looks like it, yeah. But she's still got the opportunity to get up and keep on the pressure.
She's got a little bit of time to do it. Julia's going to be a little bit lightheaded after that, but that's not going to last long. Oh, would it be long enough for a pin? 1, and only a 2 count.
Yeah, that was premature, right after the hold was broken.
Well, maybe she was banking on the fact that Julia might have been a bit too dizzy to realise what was happening.
You can always take the gamble, yeah. Elena's back to the ropes now. Let's see what she's got.
Probably having to take a moment to catch her breath, it looks like.
Meanwhile, Julia's back on her feet.
Well, she's on her feet, but she also looks a little bit unsteady there.
Elena needs. She needs to attack now.
Looks like Elena's managed to shake off the cobwebs. She's got to go in there now, otherwise she's going to give Julia the opportunity she needs to counter, and there is that opportunity. Running right into a big boot.
Looks like Julia was playing possum. She may have been more ready than we thought.
Could be that. Could be a case of Elena just taking too long there as well. It met so many factors, but you don't really know in the heat of the moment.
Picking Elena up.
Yep, got a big handful of hair there, and right into an octopus stretch there, twisting and contorting Elena's body all up.
It's another very painful hold, and driving the elbow right into her side.
Right into the exposed ribs there. Elena trying not to give up, but each one of those is just going to be bruising that area.
Yes, that one hurts a lot.
And Julia going right back to stretching her out there after bruising up that side.
It looks like Elena's determined to survive it, however. Last of Julia.
Yeah, Julia might have realised that trying to wrench a submission out of her might not have worked. Oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. Oh, and bringing Julia up and over with the alley-oop.
It's gonna hurt. And Julia's right back up on her feet.
Dropping the bandicoot right on her face. Oh, and going for another pinfall attempt here. Could this be it? She's got a 1, she's got a 2, but still only a 2 count. Elena not giving up just yet.
Finished yet? She's not finished yet. She's clearly got enough fight in her. Even if she is running on adrenaline, she doesn't want to quit. It looks like Julie is having words with the ref.
Yeah.
How was that not a 3? Do you not know how to count to 3 in English? She's flat as a pancake and she's hearing things. Count her out already.
I am not interested in what you have to say, Bambino Balvino.
Julie,
It's like
questioning she's questioning the accounting ability of our official there. That could be a mistake.
Elena's coming in from behind.
And right into a bulldog.
Big bulldog. That is a good way. If somebody's not paying attention, take them down to the mat.
Again, I know we're not meant to be biased up here, but Julia deserved that. She took her eyes off of Elena. She argued with the official. She could have just kept on the attack, but she didn't.
Now picking Julia back up and going right in for some strikes.
And each one of those punches to the face could have been avoided if Julia just stayed on Elena.
Well, you should be happy about this one, Croven. You're getting your punches.
You know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Croven eats Punchios for breakfast.
It looks like Elena's up on the top rope. Oh.
No, you're wrong. Just, you don't know what you're talking about.
But Elena looking and sounding distracted up there on the top rope.
It sounds like she's hearing something.
Oh, and Elena deciding to jump down from the top rope as well. What is she thinking? She had Julia wide open there.
Just back into the punches.
Well, she had enough. Yeah, she had enough senses to go back on the attack at least.
Oh, nice hand plant kick.
Yeah, she nailed it, but it didn't take Julia down.
Yeah, they're both looking a little unsteady right now. Maybe Julia still has a little more in the tank.
Oh, another knee to the head. Julia off balance again.
There we go. Beautiful
Now
X Factor from Elena.
Now she finally goes down, off the ropes, dropping her right on her face. Now Elena, she's got the momentum back in her corner. She could be looking to finish things off here.
I would have kept Julia down on the mat myself, but let's see what she's got.
Oh, sending the Brazilian bovine into the corner. Coming in now, full head of steam. And driving those knees right into that belly.
That's going to take the wind out of her. This could be a good move.
Oh, and lining up that chest with a massive chop.
Front face lock. She's dragging her back to the center.
Oh, good idea, good idea. Drain it over to the Nightfall side in the center of the ring. You can't really win the match when you're stuck in the corner like that. Oh, and dropping her right on top of her dome with a DDT. That could be enough.
Right into the pin, which is smart. One, two, and just two.
Oh, and Judy able to get that shoulder up literally at the last second.
Like neither one of these two want to quit.
Many other people on the roster might not have been able to kick out there, but Julia's bovine nature, they've got those big strong heads. I think that might have saved her there.
It might well have, but she's going to need to turn things back around again.
No, you're definitely wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Just shut up.
This distraction for Elena is not good.
Problem with voices, dear? Here, let me solve them.
Oh no, Julia now got hold of Elena and a trio of headbutts.
That has got to hurt. I don't know if Elena's getting up from this.
Yeah, but powerful, sturdy skull of Julia is just annihilating Elena's head there.
Whipped off to the corner. Elena's stuck.
Julia, opposite side of the ring here, looking to build up a whole head of steam again. Coming in, and a big corner splash, driving the air right out of Elena there.
That moment of distraction, whatever it was, that was all Julia needed to take up momentum.
Oh no, both of them now going up. Second rope, top rope. Oh no, oh my, oh good God. Julia there with a modified brainbuster, dropping Elena head first onto the turnbuckle.
That's gonna wipe your clock. I don't know whether Elena's got anything left.
That has to be it. She landed head and neck first on the turnbuckle. There's very little give there. Julia now dragging her out of the corner. Oh come on, this doesn't need to be necessary. She's already out of it.
This once again, completely unnecessary. Just go for the cover, take your win.
Julia locking in the Kiss My Ring on the defenseless Elena there. Just as soon as she locks it in, Elena, yeah, she's out of it. She's out.
That's it. Yep, the ref called it.
And your winner, by knockout, Julia B. Barbosa!
Completely unnecessary.
Crowd not happy about that one bit, and I can't really blame them. Elena, she gave it her rule, but she just kept getting distracted, hearing voices in her head, and Julia took full advantage.
We're going to need to figure out what's going on with Elena and make sure that she's okay before she gets back in the ring.
What happened? Yeah, I think you were right about it being excessive there, because right after that brainbuster, I reckon she was out cold after that brainbuster. And once Julia locked in that finisher of hers, I don't even think Elena realised what was happening.
Yeah, she might have just been moving.
Yeah, she might have just been moving around involuntarily at that point. And second match down, and again, the UFW crowd disappointed.
Well, at least we should have some positivity coming up next when Dwight's supposed to come out and talk now, I believe.
I guess if we're also going to try and get something positive out of this outcome, it's at least Julia didn't go for a below-the-belt shot after the match, which she's prone to be doing.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you can understand why some people might be a bit bitter about her.
UFW Nation, welcome to the ring, Dwight Slade!
That's a little more like it.
Yeah, after the unfortunate ends of our last two matches, maybe Dwight can be out here to bring us some good news and liven everyone up.
Absolute legend in the ring, this cowboy, and there's not a mean bone in his body.
Well, let's not go that far down there. I mean, you've seen and you've probably felt some of the nights this man throws out.
I'm not saying he'll play nice. He plays rough, but he'll take you for a beer afterwards.
Yeah, after, well, nearly taking your head off, but I can see your point.
UFW Nation, how the hell are you tonight? That's good to hear it. That's good to hear it. You know, back at the beginning of 2023, I was just coming off of this knee injury, and I came out and I made some statements, and you know what? Some of them panned out, some of them didn't quite pan out. Let's face it, 2023 was a kind of a year of ups and downs for this old cowboy. You know, there's always a new beginning and a new place to start, and I tell you what, I'm beginning to think 2024 just might be that year. You see, not too long ago, I was very close into the contention for being your number one contender for the UFW World title. And you know, I've got half a mind. Well, hell, I've got more than half a mind. Maybe we ought to try that again, shouldn't we? So I'm thinking 2024 is going to be my year.
Oh, wait, hang on a second here, folks.
Looks like we might have an interruption.
Who could... Oh, you gotta be... Really? Really? Who on earth invited him?
Of course, of course. Ian certainly knows who they're looking at here.
But the crowd certainly do, and not a single person in the UFW arena wants to see this man right now, but unfortunately he's out here, folks, and I don't think we can stop him.
Well, let's see what he wants.
Oh, fair. Let's hope he's quick about it.
Symphony! Stop! Ah, the symphony, my symphony of booze! Music to Tonka's ears. Music to Tonka's ears. Mr. Slade, pardon the interruption, my friend. Well, I use the term friend very loosely here, mind you, but Tonka's in the back, listening as you talk, whatever it is you're talking about, saying that this could be the year of the cowboy. Did Tonka hear that correctly? Saying that 2024 was going to be Dwight Slade's year? Did I hear you correctly?
Well, I reckon your beers are big enough, you ought to have heard.
Okay. All right. Well, let's rewind the clocks back just a little bit for me. You want to talk about a rough 2023? Well,
Let's rewind it back to this time last year where Tonka was indeed the World Heavyweight Champion before he was stabbed in the back by his own teammate. Before taking him to a match of his own choosing and losing said match. Needless to say, 2023 was not the year of the Ring Maestro either. However, Tonka's proud to say that so far, he is 2 for 2 in matches this year. So if anyone is going to have a year of anything, it's going to be the year of the Maestro yet again.
The year of the Maestro, you say?
Did Tonka stutter?
Well, Mr. Ring Maestro, if you will. You see, you ain't the only one looking at this being a year for you, or a year for me, a year for anyone else. Fact of the matter is, to be the best, you gotta beat the best, and brother, I am the toughest son of a bitch in this ring. So if you want to throw down, well, I'm ready to throw down. How about we do this?
Whoa. Slow down there. Slow down, cowboy. Slow down. This isn't a rodeo. We're not going to spur out of the chutes right now. Tonka's not even dressed to compete right now. Although you always look like you're ready for a fight. I get that. And believe me, you and I have danced in this ring several times before. And don't get me wrong, your strength is acclimated. Yet, of course, you had to be a 2-time champion of a garbage division, a 2-time hardcore champion. There's nothing hardcore about you, Mr. Slade. It takes real perseverance, real technical skill and ability to be able to dominate, to be a world champion in this ring. And Dwight, Tonka hates to tell you, but you don't have the guts to be the world champion.
Don't have the guts, huh? Tell that to each and every one of these people out here. Tell that to them after they watch me hold that chair 321 days. Ain't got the guts. I'm beginning to get an impression here, since you're the ring master and all, you don't think I've got the talent. You don't think I can wrestle. You don't think I can out-wrestle you.
Tonka never said you didn't have the talent. Tonka definitely says you have the strength. You have some capability of being world champion. But why don't you come back to me when you actually become world champion? Until then, keep your nose out of Tonka's business.
Strong words from Tonka there.
You know what, then? I think I have to agree with the UFW Nation right now. Tonka coming out in classic fashion, talking a big game, talking about how great he is. But the moment that the challenge approached, he looked like he was backing down a little bit.
It's always tough to tell with Tonka. He deliberately chooses his battles.
You gotta choose the right time and the right place for fights, you know?
Well, he chose the wrong time to come out and say what he had to say. We were having a good moment there, but then another good moment ruined. Can we not have a good time tonight, folks? Ugh. But I guess our main event is coming along, so maybe that could save the day. But before we do get on to that main event, we do have one last sponsor to talk about. UFW is a proud sponsor of Fauna. Don a pair of comfy jeans and don't forget your sweater. Let the crisp, piney air refresh your senses while enjoying a relaxing horseback tour of our scenic Northwest US equestrian town. Skate the night away at Moonlight Roadaway, bowl that perfect 300 at Milky Way Lanes, or get that hole-in-one at Level Up Mini Golf. Head to Whitetown Station for a train ride you some types are sure to enjoy. All that and more to explore at Fauna. Please visit our website, fauna.club. Remember, folks, supporting our sponsor supports us, so yes, more to support, please. We've had our starter, folks. We've had the hors d'oeuvres, but I think it's time we get to the main course of tonight, the main event. And who better to do this main event style than our very own connoisseur of the announcing, Mr. Groven.
This is gonna be good.
Well, after what's happened tonight, I certainly hope so, there.
UFW Nation, it's time for our main event! Who's ready for a main event tonight? Well, definitely sounds like everybody's ready for the action, so let's go ahead and get to it. Wrestlers, come on out to the ring!
Hey folks, you all want to see two ladies make your head spin? Well, despite Val's recent couple of rough weeks, she's certainly coming out with fire, and UFW Nation are returning that fire with their positive praise.
That's right, nothing but love for this one. Looks like she's addressing you there.
Oh, you know, it's always nice to get addressed by the fine wrestlers here at UFW. But yeah, sometimes what you see is only the surface level. We can only hope that Val has got her head on straight tonight, because again, she's going to be needing it, especially when going up against. This is personal opinion. UFW's strongest kicker, strongest set of legs that this federation has to offer.
She is giving up a few inches in height and about 30 pounds in weight, so it's going to be a challenge. But again, I maintain Val's speed is going to make up for that.
At the same time, Sylvia, no slouch in that department. If anything, I think Val's going to need to leverage that speed, but also get in close, because Sylvia's going to have the reach advantage, those strikes. Val's not going to want to give her space to throw those out.
Got to agree with you on that one.
Speaking of her opponent, what can really be said about what can be said about Sylvia Knox? Fantastic announcer, fantastic dancer, fantastic wrestler. Just about good at everything she does.
And her moveset is pretty unique in UFW, so you've really got to keep an eye on where those legs are going.
Yeah, if you spend too much time on the defense there and not watching what she's up to, all it takes is one of those big kicks to the head to turn your lights off.
Absolutely, yes. She's greeting the crowd as she comes in and getting a good response for it.
Here comes a tricky dilemma for the UFW Nation. Both of these ladies loved by everyone. Who do you root for in that situation? Because
you just sit back and enjoy the match. This is going to be so much fun.
Because on one hand, you're going to be sad to see Val lose and Sylvia win, but then the same could be said about vice versa.
UFW Nation! Let's ignite the night!
Here we go.
UFW Nation, it's time for your UFW Nightfall main event of the evening! This contest will be a standard singles match scheduled for one fall, and will be officiated by Ashla Chiaro de Luna. Up first, in the blue corner to my left, coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada, with a height of 6'2" and a weight of 189 pounds. Let's hear it for Sylvia Knox! And her opponent in the red corner to my right, coming in from Olympia, Washington, with a height of 5'10" and a weight of 150 pounds. Let's make some noise for Valkyrie!
Well, the crowd certainly sound ready to see this. I know I am.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for a good fight, and that's what I'm expecting here.
Both of our competitors have been checked. Time to see if they're both ready to go.
3, 2, 1, let's jam!
Well, both of them look ready to actually launch each other right out of their respective corners. The bell has gone. Do I look ready? Of course I do. It's going to be hard to tell who's going to have the advantage here. Both of them very quick, both of them very technically gifted. Sylvia, I would say, has the advantage in strikes, Val the advantage in grapple, so I think it's going to come down to who wants it more. Oh,
Val rolling nicely out of that throw.
And a second time.
Ooh, and double drop kick, and neither of them are down.
Both had the same idea there.
It's like they're going to take a moment to regroup and strategize.
You're thick, but fast. And that's certainly one way to describe her. Bottom heavy, but speedy. I guess she does have a point there, despite the size of those kickers Sylvia has. She is as fast as Val.
She really is, yeah. Don't know if I'd call it out that way, though. Whoa, and right back into a...
Oh, rebound sunset flip! But only, not even a one count off of that one. But who knows, Anna? Maybe this is a bit of psychological warfare from Val. Compliment your opponent, get them a little bit unsure of what you're thinking. Oh, both off the ropes again. Sylvia able to duck underneath that clothesline. Oh, but wait a second. Val now with a big tilt-a-whirl head scissors, but no. Sylvia able to roll through that momentum, come off the ropes, and nail a drop kick right to the knee. And nailing her in the back of the head with that black magic.
Lots of dodging, but it looks like Sylvia's finally landed a couple. We got one. Just one count.
Just a one count, yeah.
I told you this was going to be one to watch, though. Those two are both moving like crazy.
Val able to nip right back up to her feet, right in front of Sylvia, going for a strike, but Sylvia's got it scouted out. Oh, and right into a scorpion kick. Looks like she's going for the caught in the Vegas lights. Oh, but no! Val able to catch that leg at the last second. Oh, but Sylvia able to backflip her way out of it. But not enough time to capitalize on it as Val nails a kick to the gut right into an X Factor.
Val finally landing a couple of those blows. Off to the ropes, coming back.
Oh, and right into a standing shooting star press onto Sylvia, but it looks like it looks like she missed it.
Yeah, Sylvia was ready for that one.
Well, Val came in fast, but unfortunately Sylvia's reaction time just a little bit faster, and oh my goodness, seated senton right onto the small of Val's back. Well, Val was talking about Sylvia's build, and she got a first-hand taste of it right there.
Indeed, indeed. It looks, it's hard to tell if these two are slowing down a bit or if they're just taking the opportunity. Val's still fighting.
Oh, wait a second. Rolled up pin here. But no, Sylvia able to reverse it. Val's shoulders are down now. And reversing it once more, Sylvia's shoulders down. And both of them breaking away from each other.
Good effort there, back and forth, one counts all around.
I think both of them might have realised that if they didn't break away from each other, that might have just gone on forever.
Indeed, yes. You can only try so many times. Looks like Sylvia's taking a breather in the corner. Val's backing up across the ring.
If I had to guess, I think Val might have gotten the slight better of those pin attempts there, but yeah, both of them backing off like you said, regrouping.
I think she took a little more blows when down on the mat, so... Val's back on her feet. She's calling for more action.
Okay, back at it. Now both coming out of their respective corners. And oh, Val running face first into a Judas effect.
That's gonna hurt.
I'm
Sylvia is
amazed.
not waiting, pulling her right back up.
I'm amazed her face wasn't caved in by that. That was a vicious elbow.
Pin her to the ropes.
No. Val caught herself on the ropes, but Sylvia, seeing it, knocks her right over the top of a clothesline. Oh no, Sylvia's now picking up a whole head of steam here. Coming off the ropes.
Beautiful Sasuke special.
Up and over, launching herself with little care for her own safety. High risk, high reward, and she was rewarded greatly.
Absolutely, but they're both outside the ring and the ref is starting the count.
Well, we've already seen things go south outside the ring. Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
And Sylvia throwing Val back in. We can trust these competitors, I think.
Yeah, Sylvia, she definitely wants to win. I don't think she's gonna resort to using the outside of the ring as a weapon to do it.
Either one of them need to. They both have the skills. They both have the power.
1, 2, and only good for a 2. And that right there, folks, is one of the issues of going for those big high-flying moves to the outside. Yeah, she did a lot of damage to Val, but she had to get her back into the ring to try and get that pinfall. But for now, it looks like
Sylvia's got Val back up, center of the ring.
Yeah, the Sin City Ringtail in control, sending Val off to the ropes, but Val able to... Oh no, Val able to duck underneath that clothesline right into a super kick. And a second one to bring Sylvia down.
There we go. There's the speed we were looking for.
Yeah, it's not very often you see Sylvia on the receiving end of some heavy kicks there.
That's true. And Val's heading outside the ropes.
Onto the apron here, maybe looking to catch some air.
She is.
And now onto the top rope, springboard into a beautiful flying stunner.
And into the pin.
And that could be it for Sylvia. 1, 2, and no, able to get that shoulder up.
Looks like Val's still feeling the impacts, but Sylvia's not up yet either.
Val looking a little bit frustrated there right now. Sylvia able to kick out of that pin despite having her brain rocked by that flying stunner.
But Val makes it up first, gets Sylvia up to her knees.
Yeah, realizing she can't stay disappointed forever, she has to stay on the attack. Throwing Sylvia now into the corner. Coming back in, full head of steam. And launching herself at the Sin City Ringtail with a big corner splash. And she's not done there. Monkey flip from the corner to the middle of the ring.
Some good moves from Val there, showing some good strategy, not letting up. She's going straight out to the turnbuckle. Top rope.
And showing a great bit of leverage there, despite the weight disadvantage, able to get some massive air on Sylvia. And speaking of air, like you said, top rope, this Val's no stranger to being up there. And goes for a top rope splash, but no! Sylvia able to get those knees up at the last second.
Waited just a little too long. Sylvia is always aware of what's going on around her.
Unfortunately, the high risk there did not pay out with a high reward. The only thing Val rewarded with was driving the air out of herself. Val wobbly, trying to keep on the attack there, but oh no! We saw her try this earlier, folks, and she nails it. Caught in the Vegas lights. Trying to trade strikes with Sylvia is a difficult thing at the best of times. Doing it after you missed a flying splash, that was just crazy.
The night.
Sylvia's calling for a finish here.
Well, off the ropes, springboard leg drop, and we know what that leads to, folks. Off the ropes again. Into that handstand, and dropping that leg right across the neck. Off the ropes once more, and into the twisting senton.
Landed the whole sequence.
Textbook Sylvia Knox right there.
Val's clearly feeling the pain of that, but Sylvia's still taking a moment to recover herself.
That's the risk when you fight someone with a weight advantage over you who isn't afraid to throw that weight around. Well, 1, 2, she's got that leg hooked, and only good for a 2 count.
Val's not finished yet. Let's see what she's got left.
Well, Val's no stranger to taking a beating and keep on fighting. She's very determined, very tenacious individual, but everyone's got their limit.
Looks like they're both getting back to their feet.
After that flurry, you got to imagine Val's got to be feeling worse for wear here compared to Sylvia. But
she's still willing to lock up.
Might be her best bet. If she's locked up, then Sylvia's going to have a hard time throwing out those kicks, those big elbows as well of hers.
It's a good call, yeah.
Now Val's in a position where she has to try and out-wrestle someone who's just as talented. Oh, Sylvia now throwing Val off to the ropes, leapfrogging over her. Now, dashing over, Val dropping down to the canvas, both off the ropes once more. And Val exploding into a jumping clothesline.
There you go. They're both demonstrating their ring awareness, their ability to move, but it was Val who won in that exchange.
Val looking like she just threw caution to the wind and launched herself at Sylvia. Made a gamble there and it paid off.
She looks like she might be too tired to follow up.
Oh, it looks like she's reaping the benefits of that gamble there. She needed a moment to catch her breath, and that's what it granted her.
Back to the corner, and she's going up.
Oh, this didn't work last time, but will it work this time? She's taking a huge gamble here again. Oh, no, wait, Sylvia, back up to her feet. I don't think Val's quite realised.
Quick evasion from Sylvia. Val's still on her feet. Super kick.
It looked like Val went for a moonsault, but it looked like she saw Sylvia move while she was in mid-air, able to land on her feet. And right into a shooting star press.
3 count.
And that is it.
That was impressive on Val's part to take advantage of that dodge and use it to catch Sylvia off guard.
It's phenomenal ring awareness there, able to see what was happening mid-air, mid-moonsault, landing on her feet.
And your winner by pinfall, Valkyrie!
Well, folks, we were all worried that Val might not have her head in the game, but when you're mid-air, upside down, and you're able to make a split-second decision like that, I think, well, there needs to be no question that she certainly does have her head in the game now.
Absolutely, and a little good sportsmanship at the end, just like we expected.
All I can say is thank goodness for Val Kennedy and Sylvia Nose. I thought we were going to have a repeat of last week's front line. I thought it was going to be just disappointment. But these two able to bring a little bit of positivity to the end of Friday night.
Not to mention pushed each other to the limits. Fantastic match, though. Really happy with that.
Oh,
excellent way to win.
I enjoyed every moment of it.
And that's how you know we've had a great match, folks. If even Kroven agrees with us that it was a great match, you know it was one.
Absolutely.
Man, that was a hell of a nightfall. We started off with some brutality, then we had some suspicious shenanigans going on in our second match. We're going to have to find out more about what's been happening there. Had a bit of drama with Dwight and Tonka, and then what a great way to end the night with that crescendo. That amazing display of athletic ability. But of course, here at UFW, what else can you expect? You might not always get what you expect, but you know you're always going to get some good quality action here.
Can't argue with that at all. Always a pleasure.
But of course, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and that does draw us to a conclusion tonight, folks, at UFW Nightfall. My name has been Alex Hero, and tonight I've been joined by...
Here with Andrew and Ranger, Danner, Alex, and Kroven. Thank you so much for having me, and even though I've spoiled it.
Go
ahead, Kroven.
Oh, yeah. Kroven, connoisseur of the punching here. Your ring announcing.
My goodness, folks. Our very own connoisseur of the ring announcing. He's been so excited tonight, he's worn himself out, folks.
Y'all can blame me for that. Thanks, everybody.
And thank you for joining us here on the desk, Danner. It's always great to have an in-ring perspective. But of course, folks, this isn't while this is the end of tonight, there's always more UFW action to follow up. So Sunday night, 7 PM SOT, you can catch another episode of UFW Frontline. Monday, 5 PM SOT, you can catch an episode of UFW Unbroken. And then we'll be here again next week, same time, for another episode of UFW Nightfall at 8 PM SOT.
So I guess we'll be moving on to the meet and greet shortly, eh?
Normally we'll be soon going into that lobby, and I know people are waiting to sing that song. But folks, you have to wait. You have to hold it in just a few more moments.
Please, I need to sing it so bad. Please.
Not yet, folks. Not yet.